Okay, so I'm back after a day off. I spent some time writing yesterday and just ran out of time and didn't get to the sketchbook. So I'm picking up where I left off last time, sort of, which was this. And I'm going to start sketching out. I'm moving to a bigger sketchbook here. I'm going to sketch out the composition that I have in mind. I started working on something in Procreate, but I've decided to kind of move things around. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to keep using the same colors and the same outfits that I made for those characters, but today, yeah, just want to lay the composition in, and don't know that I'll get to any color today, but it'll be a good start. So set a timer, 30 minutes. So this is an Earth Day themed piece, and I want to draw children making bee hotels. I originally was planning a picnic table over here, and there'd be one character standing here and you'd see the whole character. I decided to move the picnic table over here so it bleeds off the edge, and I want to have one of the characters on a step ladder over here hanging one of the bee hotels up in a tree. So put this character here. Get the side view of them so we at least get to see their face and part of their face and their expression. Maybe that means the character on the right, since that's the only character I drew pants for. Maybe that character. And that's a little taller, I think, than I wanted. I want these kids to look fairly young. Not that that's a necessity. They could be slightly older kids, but I feel like this is a crafting project that little kids would probably enjoy. Let's see. I'd have to look at a picture of a stepladder. I'm not exactly sure. I have one around here somewhere, one of these folding ones. This is a pretty fair representation. Well, I'm not going to worry about those details, I guess, right now. I'll get the character down after I get the... maybe I should have pushed them back a little bit. Let's see. I want this picnic table to be... yeah. I think I didn't leave myself very much room. Oh boy. You know what? maybe maybe I'll just draw the I'll just draw the elements, and then I can always scan them in separately. I think I have to go let my dog in. He's barking. Because of course he is, you know. Angle it a little bit more so we can see more of. I think maybe they would kneel on here. It's hard to. I was trying to draw these crossed legs earlier, and for some reason I just found it really challenging to get that angle of both of the legs right. I'll have to work on that. I'll worry less about the details right now. Okay. Yeah, that kid needs to be further back. Kind of hate to redraw, but I think I'm going to have to. I mean, not that I really drew much, but we probably can't even see this. Let's see, I think they'll be rolling the tubes, and they can be putting the tubes in. We're going to use a milk carton. I'd drawn a can before, but the can's kind of short for the length of tubes that you need for the bee hotel. And they can have like a handful of the tubes. I'm just super tired of my dogs interrupting me. It's very difficult to get anything done. Okay, I gotta pause for a second. Okay. The dog is in. Had to coax him in. He likes to play a little game where he barks to come in and then refuses to come in. Okay. And maybe I can extend this table a little bit so I have a little more room for to put some other things on here. We're rolling the paper, and we'll have some more tubes over here, and we can have some different colored sheets of paper. cardboard tubes inside. I have a couple extra tubes. We'll just draw a bee, happy little bee on the side. Some crayons that we used to decorate the carton. Okay, and yes, I should have just put that character more toward the middle to begin with. Have that. Here, and say the tree is, maybe the tree is, so they could be right next to the tree. Have everything kind of overlap a little bit. And we'll have our tree. I don't want it too tall, too big. If it's only that tall, the trunk needs to be a little bit narrower. And then the stepladder will have to be fairly close then, right? If we're reaching up into this tree right here. And we can reach up here and we'll have them, just think of it like some more trees over here. I want kind of a 4 by 5 ratio. So that's like 8.5. Then I need to be a little more than 10 inches tall. So, yeah, I guess if the top is there on the edge of, sorry, I keep hitting the microphone. I feel like I'm gonna need to kind of fill this in a little bit. I don't know. Maybe this is just lightly filled in with shrubs and sky, and maybe I'll look at some pictures of parks and see what backgrounds look like. I don't know. This could just be some flowers. Maybe there's something here that's attracting bees. That might work. Okay. Okay. Stepladder feels kind of clunky, kind of big. Feels kind of weird and stiff. Maybe it's just a little too wide. I think that might be my problem. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I watched a quick little video of somebody making and putting up a bee hotel, and they had it kind of wedged in between some branches. So I want to kind of indicate that. There's a whole lot of meandering lines in the beginning. Okay. Yeah, and maybe there's just some, some flowers back here that would attract pollinators. Needs to be the right scale, though, for these kids in the front. Okay, that needs to be further over here then, I think. So if I'm putting that's really where the leg should cross, right in the center. So kind of a low table, but maybe it's a picnic table just for short people. Or maybe I need to look at a reference. Oh, now I think they're too far away. Yeah. Okay. That's a little bit better. And now my legs are in the wrong place again. All right, something like that. More or less. Okay. Let's pull this back a little bit. That actually works out. I guess it gives me a little bit more room for have some other things on the table. All right, those legs are a little bit long. Maybe their feet don't hang all the way off. Maybe. I feel like if this is the side, then those legs need to be more like that. But it feels like they're going to fall forward. I need to. there's something about these legs is still not quite right. Like they need to be, yeah, they need to be more forward there because they look like they're going to tip over. So, and then what an odd posture. And right, timer went off. I just want to see if I can figure out that other leg more or less. Still feels weird. I don't know. Maybe I'll see it better when I come back to it later. I'm going to leave it there for now and probably clean this up some more tomorrow. And then, yeah, maybe look at some reference for the background and yeah, just refine things a little tomorrow, which maybe is technically no longer a sketchbook session. It's just a drawing session, but it's my 30 minutes. I guess I'll do what I want with it. I will see you next time.